My name is Victoria Winters. It's October 31st. The date didn't even register when the train tickets arrived. Hundreds of years ago, we put on costumes to scare away evil spirits. Between our 24-hour science channels and the invention of Prozac, you'd think we'd be past all that by now. But maybe we'll always be afraid of the dark. I've been hired to tutor a troubled boy, but I keep feeling like that's only the beginning of my journey. I'm hoping that somehow, out of the darkness, I'll finally find the answers to the mysteries of my own past.
Help me! The door's stuck! Please! I can't open it! It's stuck! I'm stuck in between the trains! Please help! Help me! Help me! Help me! I can't open the door! Open the door! Please! I'm trapped! Try to help me in! Help me get back in! I'm scared! I can't open it! Please! Help me! Help me! Help me!
Sorry. Really bad dream.
Don't worry. They can't hurt you.
No signal, no surprise.
Winners?
Tell me you're with the Collins estate!
It's Collinwood.
What?
Oh, up here they give all the really big spreads their own names. You know, it's like Xanadu, Taj Mahal, IHOP. I'm Willie Loomis, and you're wet.
Wasn't that the house?
No, that's the old house. It's in rats, ruins, ghosts. This is us.
You're here.
Hi, I'm Victoria.
I know exactly who you are. Come in. Ah, you're so wet. Oh, I'm Elizabeth Collins' daughter. We were getting so worried about you.
Welcome to Collinwood.
Wow, it's beautiful. But you probably get that a lot.
We do, and it is.
Like most beautiful things, it's a bitch to maintain.
Miss Winters, this is my brother.
Roger Collins. I saw your picture in last month's Forbes.
I'm impressed. With you, not the article.
Excuse me.
I suppose we owe you an apology. Loomis should have delivered you an hour ago.
Yeah, she's here, isn't she?
It's my fault. I asked Will to play tour guide and show me around Collinsport.
Oh.
Really? Both stoplights?
I was curious.
Miss Loomis, show Miss Winters to her room. With luck, you won't lose your way like your brother.
If David's still awake, I'd love to meet him. The sooner he learns to trust me, the better.
I applaud your enthusiasm, but it's late and I just opened a very good brandy. We'll discuss my son's lesson plan over breakfast.
Very glad you're here.
Listen, I got a place in the gatehouse, okay? You want to ride back, or you just want to hang out? I'll be around, okay?
You're late.
I told you 1,000 times not to mess with that.
Oh, I was just admiring your many accomplishments. 3rd place, state finals 1999.
Yeah, people were pretty impressed with me that year.
Yeah, it's Collinsport Willie. People impress easily.
Ah. What is all this stuff?
From Stokes.
The freak with a beret?
Bow tie. And he has some pretty wild theories about the Collins family. If Professor Stokes is right, the Collins family stashed away a fortune in gold just after the Revolutionary War. Their own early American hedge fund.
So they probably burned through it years ago.
Maybe not. A couple of months ago, Stokes asked me to index the oldest Collins correspondence. And I found some coded entries. Pretty simple 1 = A stuff, but Stokes could have missed it.
Missed what?
Don't you get it? If I'm right, the gold is hidden on the grounds in the family mausoleum.
And you want to go? Tonight.
Why not? If we have to break open a few doors, Collins will think it was a Halloween prank.
And if I get caught, I can kiss my job goodbye.
And if you don't do it, you can kiss something else goodbye. I know what you pulled on your last tutor.
And you still came? That was stupid.
We can do this as friends or as enemies. But trust me, I am here for the duration.
What are you gonna do now? Tell my dad?
First one's on the house. But if there's a next time, we start talking consequences. I am not afraid of you, David.
You should be.
Oh, man, look at this.
Abandon all hope, ye who enter here.
What's that? Aerosmith?
Dante. It's the inscription on the entrance to hell.
Oh, downstairs. Why does it always have to be downstairs?
Stop it, you are annoying me.
I'm sorry. I'm scared. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Hopefully no one.
Would you stop it, seriously?
Wait a minute. Didn't I see that in one of your letters?
The lion watches. The dove. Oh, damn it!
It's just a cut. Move over.
The gold is in here. I can feel it. This is it. This is it. I know this is it.
What is all this?
Garlic. It's probably some sort of burial rite.
Are you sure we should be doing this?
Let's talk more crowbar. No, it's gotta be in here with him. Maybe it's hidden. Help me look.
I'm not touching that.
He's dead. Help me check his pockets.
His pockets. You search his pockets.
You go make yourself useful? Go search the walls.
God, fine. Search the walls.
Where's the gold?
Here.
This is it. Oh, get your crowbar.
I still can't get back to sleep. I don't know if I can help David. To be honest, I'm not sure I have the strength.
Can't sleep? I guess I'm still trying to get used to all of this.
You and me both. Carolyn's daughter. I decided to skip the mob introductions. Uncle Roger can be intimidating enough.
Oh, if Brusque is as bad as it gets, I'll be fine. So, how do you deal with 200 rooms?
First, you close about 160 of them. Then you do what you can to make the other 40 feel something like a home. So, how much did they tell you about David?
And his imaginary friend, Sarah.
I hope I'm not scaring you. One time, David drained all the blood from a squirrel.
He's a little boy, not the boogeyman.
I'm going into town, but I'll see you in the morning. If you haven't fled in a cold panic, let me give you the grand tour.
I'd like that.
We fogged up the windows.
That's what you get for planning a 2-week fishing trip.
What is it?
What's Roger again?
Everything. The house, this town.
You can ditch the haunted mansion anytime you want.
I want to leave with you.
Oh, no, we talked about this. My work is here. My friends, my family.
Maybe I'm just afraid.
Of what?
If I don't leave soon, I'll wind up like my mother. Completely crazy.
Too late. Elizabeth is tougher than you think. And believe me, so are you.
I better get back. Looks like Halloween's over.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Sleep well. Thank you, sir.
I've had better nights. I could use some more background on David. Anything you think might impact his behavior.
Well, I'm sure you'll find all you need in his medical file. Tea.
Not everything. For instance, there's no mention of his mother. I know it's personal, but if I'm going to help David, I need to know what happened.
David's mother. The truth is, she was institutionalized several years ago.
She had a mental breakdown?
They weren't sure what to call it.
And David knows.
Frankly, we're not sure what he remembers.
Did you really think not talking about it would make it go away?
No. But sometimes it's easier to live with a lie.
Mrs. Stoddard! It's the police. Carolyn.
What happened? Ed Griffin found her outside his garage. From the injuries, Dr. Hoffman thinks she must have had some kind of fall.
Clear the doors!
Carolyn?
She's khaki. Well, can I walk with her?
Yes.
Julia, how is she?
She's hanging on barely.
Well, I've had animal control out all night looking for tracks. So far, they haven't found diddly squat.
Tracks, fall. What the hell is going on, Julia?
It gets stranger. I got the results back from the swabs I took from Carolyn's wound. The saliva tests out human.
You're joking.
It's not as crazy as it sounds. Blood obsessions are fairly common in the medical literature.
Blood obsessions. That's a hell of a theory, Doc.
Look, I am open to alternatives. But when Carolyn came in here, she had lost over 50% of her total blood volume. And those bite marks on her neck are anything but theoretical.
May I help you?
I don't believe it.
I'm Barnabas Collins. My apologies for the hour, but I couldn't resist any longer.
Barnabas? You even have his name.
Tragic lack of imagination on my parents' part. You must be my cousin, Elizabeth. And you are? Staring.
Roger Collins. And you're in from?
England. I tried to get a message through, but I understand there's been a family emergency.
My daughter, Carolyn, she was injured, bitten by some sort of animal.
My condolences.
Mr. Collins, I don't mean to be rude, but I'm confused.
By my visit?
By you. You see, I know our lineage, and unless I'm missing something, you must have fallen off the family tree.
Roger, please.
No, it's all right. Families grow apart, but the blood ties remain. After so many years in England, I've decided it's time to reclaim my heritage. With your permission, I'd like to restore the old manor house.
That place is a teardown. Start throwing money at it, you'll never stop.
Cost is of no consequence.
Mr. Collins, this is my son, David.
I'm sorry, he got away from me.
His tutor, Victoria Winters.
Have we met?
I would have remembered.
David, let's get you back upstairs.
No, not until he leaves. He'll ruin the old house and frighten Sarah away.
David, what are you talking about?
Nobody wants you here.
David, that's enough.
I'm sorry, Mr. Collins.
No apologies necessary. Our family goes back hundreds of years. For much of that time, the old house was their home. May I have your permission? It's just it. You've come back to me. Josette.
What a mess.
Body looks like it's been in the water a couple of days.
Found a student ID in her pocket. Name's Kelly Vance. She was a junior at Hollowell University. It's a crying shame.
Just like Carolyn Stoddard.
Doc, what the hell is going on?
David.
Mama?
David, help me.
Mama, what's wrong?
Help me. Please, David, help me. David, help me. David, come to me. I'm here, David. I'm here. It's so dark. It's hurting me, David. David, please take it away. I'm here, David.
You're not my mother.
Who are you? Are you alive?
Not the way you think. My little angel. But I shall love you. All the same.
David! Stop! Stop! Just try to tell us what happened.
It was in the old cemetery.
Cemetery?
She's not real, is she? She can't be real.
What were you talking about?
He's been dreaming.
Oh no! She had this!
Where did you get this?
I only did what she told me to.
David, where did you get this?
No, you've got to believe me!
He's obviously hysterical. Just get him back to bed.
No!
David, stop it! Get
Daddy!
David!
Daddy!
David, stop it! Get a grip on yourself!
No!
Knock it off! I can't handle this. Get him back to bed!
Roger!
Don't leave me! No,
Roger!
Daddy, no!
Roger, he needs you! Roger!
Come back. Please. Come back.
David? Come on, sleepyhead. It's late. You've been sleeping all day. It's almost 3 in the afternoon. David?
David! David, come back!
Sarah. I thought she'd believe me.
Yeah, well, there's no Sarahs here. And since Mr. Collins isn't big on after-hours visits, let's go.
I thought you worked for Roger.
Oh, yeah.
David, stay close.
Decided to trade up one Collins for another.
I like the new look.
New look.
You lost your glasses.
It's gonna sound strange, but ever since meeting Barnabas, I've never felt stronger.
I want to go now.
When you see Mr. Collins, please tell him we're sorry. And I'm amazed by the progress.
Why so amazed? I'd like to think I'm a man of my word.
Mr. Collins.
I didn't think you were coming back home till later.
I am sorry for the intrusion.
Don't be. Indeed, I was about to call on you. I've found something here in the house that may intrigue you.
I want to go home now.
I should get him back.
Willie could take him.
Yeah, come on.
But David,
Please.
I don't believe it.
For some reason, the door had been boarded up and plastered over. It's exactly the way it must have looked over 200 years ago.
It's like walking back in time.
That's what I wanted to show you. The resemblance is striking. Her name was Josette Dupre. The first Barnabas Collins was devoted to her. They were engaged to be married. There was a time when this house was filled with light and laughter.
I'm sorry. It was on the table. Was it Josette's?
A gift. Legend has it that the first Barnabas Collins gave her this on the day he asked her to be his wife.
It's lovely. But with a hint of melancholy.
Not just Josette herself. Or or so it's been said. In her letters, she wrote of listening to it for hours on end on her voyage to America.
She must have been a remarkable woman.
Making it all the more tragic that she died before they could be wed.
I should go.
I'll walk you to your car.
No, that's okay. I can find my way out. Oh, I almost forgot. David said he found this near the old cemetery last night. Given your knowledge of Collins' family history, I thought you might recognize it. Does it mean anything to you?
Did the boy say anything else?
Nothing that made any sense. Something about a woman with dark eyes and hair of fire. We think he was probably fantasizing, sleepwalking.
It's familiar.
Keep it. We don't want David to have it. Well, good night, Mr. Collins.
I'm glad you came. Why did you bring me back, Willie? What? What is that? It's been in her heart all these years. We buried her with it. What are you talking about? Her name was Angelique. And she is the devil incarnate.
What were you thinking? Stay away. He'll never love you.
He's mine.